go for it. Just be honest and truthful, and that's fine. If you want to do a PowerPoint presentation, go for it. That's not necessarily going to score you any more points than what it is you actually have to say. So the votes are in your hands, all of you. All right. So let's start out on any other questions?
Yeah, I was just wondering, do you want us to state like our grade and where we go when we make our presentation?
No, just simply I'll call out your name and the office that you're running for, and it'll just be a running list of this. And you have 1 to 3 minutes. I'll start to say, settle down, Darian, and we'll just go from there. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Just so you know, some people on here, there are 15 of you that are returning members of the SSAC. So for those of you you've heard me kind of call out certain people on this, it's not that I like them necessarily. It's just that I know them from last year or from previous years. I'm really looking forward to getting to know actually everybody. So, all right, let's start with Anya. Anya, you ready?
Yeah.
Anya Ramos is running for president.
All right, thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Anya Ramos. Little bit of background on me. I've been a part of the SSAC since my sophomore year, so pretty long time. But the minute I arrived to this group, I knew it would be an opportunity to change people's lives for the better overall. And one of my proudest moments was actually taking advantage of this opportunity and worked with my amazing team to replace my high school's drinking fountains. This project addressed student wishes and my personal reason addressing Milwaukee's lead water crisis. Outside of the SSAC, I dedicate my time to the community, and a friend and I actually founded a youth-led community service group at our school/Boys and Girls Club. Now, I understand that telling you guys about my experiences has little value to you other than possibly boosting my credibility. So here's what I'll do for you. The title President of the SSAC is much more than a title. Not only is it an honor, but it is also a privilege and an opportunity. Not just a regular opportunity, though. This is an opportunity to use my voice and experiences to help aid solutions to all of your goals. My mission is to serve as an advocate and a mentor, not only for students at Audubon, but for all of MPS. I can't guarantee I'll solve every problem at every school or even my own school, but I can guarantee that my efforts will be in the best interest of you all 100% of the time. Whatever you need, I will do my absolute best to be there. And thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to get started.
Anya, thank you so kindly. Very nice. Mr. Whitfield, Darian, running for the office of president.
Wow. Okay, that was short and to the point. Now mine looked a little bit more drawn out, but I'll just say what I have to say. So, today, we stand on the edge of anarchy, really. An abyss filled with racial injustice, sickness, and really so much more. Like, if you feel fear at all, there's something for you, or there will be something for you in 2020. And while we have control over a few things in our day-to-day lives, whether we fall off or not is out of our control. Like, the thought of that is kind of sickening to me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we have to move on and persevere. But fortunately for everybody in this room, we're in a position where we can make change, not only for our lives, but for the lives of children coming after us and those in our community. I hope to, along with the rest of the group, I hope to make changes or at least put things in effort or put things in effect that will ensure that no one else after us has to have another 2020 or anything similar to that. I know we can do this. I'm sorry, I'm kind of impromptuing between a paper and my mind, but that's beside the point. I know we can do this because I've seen this kind of magic happen before. And I call it magic because when you're working on these projects, like the water fountain thing, I worked with Anya and Zach on that. When you're working on these projects, you're thinking, man, I don't know how this is going to get done. Or you're holding your tongue, trying not to yell in a conference room because it seems like people just don't understand what you're saying. It's just, ugh. And then one day it just clicks. whatever budget, whatever proposal, or whatever you're working on just gets greenlit, and it's like world changing. Like you really get to see like the change and like the good you're doing for your community. I'll give you an example. The first day the water fountains and the bottles were delivered to our school, which was right after winter break, was the first time in my life that I've ever seen 352 first world teenagers excited for water. Like excited for water in a little plastic water bottle. But that's because that was a concern for students. That is something that the students of our school and of our community wanted and needed. And it's just something in me. Like when you get to show students that, yes, we have heard your concerns. Like we've heard what you need and what you want to succeed. And we can show you what we're working on because we're working on answering that problem or that question. It's just satisfying to me. But that's really beyond the point or beside the point. When we, and I say we because like the students in this group chat or the students in this call are like more than students at this point. We're working with the district. So the district's problems in one way or another are our problems too. So when we as the district require that students go to school every day for 8 or however many hours, we're putting another layer on their foundation. We're introducing another position that will either make or break students, that will either ensure their success or put their other foot in the grave. And I feel like as students and as members of the SSAC, it is our requirement or responsibility to do everything within our power to make sure we're helping success and not helping setting students up for failure. Now, I'm not saying vote for me because I'm going to single-handedly restructure the district and alleviate every problem and give kids $20 every day to come to school. No, I don't have that time. I need to get into college. I've lived this long of scholarships I need to fill out. I'm saying vote me because the same energy that I've been putting into all these projects like Unity in the Community, what else? This group working on the water fountains and the website that we have on the back burner for, we're not supposed to say our school, for my high school. The energy and the passion that I'm putting into those projects is the energy and the passion that I'm going to bring to this group. And I know this isn't a one-man show, like I just said that, but I'm pretty sure with a group like the one I'm like looking at right now, and for like both of these screens, like there's no way we can fail. Like we've already got this in the bag. So I just want to help and really just drive home any point that I can working with this group as president. And that's it.
Thank you, Darian. Appreciate it. Gina Deloney, secretary. You're on mute.
Hello, my name is Gina Deloney. I think you should vote for me for secretary because I can keep things organized. I'm prepared for the challenge of it. I'm dependable. And this is my first time a part of the SSAC. So I just think I should be a part of the secretary thing. And that's all I got. This is my first time. I'm kind of nervous, so yeah.
Don't be nervous, Gina. Thank you. That was great. I appreciate it. Mr. Brandon Evans, Jr., Vice President. Is Brandon with us? I didn't see him come in the room. Okay. Miss Isabella Alvarado, Secretary. Miss Isabella. All right. How about Brandon Smith, Vice President?
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a nice night. Well, evening. It's not night yet.
Brandon, welcome back from Germany. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back, and I'm really looking forward to this year at SSAC. So, well,
Great.
as you heard, my name is Brandon Smith. My pronouns are he, him. A little thing about me is, well, I'm an INFP, and what that is that comes from the Myers-Briggs personality test, and that kind of gives a little more insight as to who you are as a person. So I think that is definitely a way of kind of, if you want to look into that more, it kind of assesses the strengths, weaknesses, personality of a person. And so, yeah, if you definitely want to look into that, that's a little bit more about me. Some things that I've done in the past is I am a co-facilitator of my school's GSA. I run it with another close friend of mine. And that's actually been really close to us because we kind of brought it back from the ashes. The teacher who ran it previously to the past couple of years, she had left the school, and in that time it just pretty much broke down. And we have a very big LGBTQ plus community at our school, and you know, I think so many students kind of needed that in their lives, and so her and I really kind of worked through a lot of, you know, different things to bring that back, and, you know, to really persevere to kind of bring that community back. Another thing is I am a Hope Squad advisor at my school, and that is pretty much a mental health advisor for other students, and that is actually a new grant that our school had just received. So I think as part of being vice president is to kind of alleviate many different things that are going through people's lives, and to kind of show all these different resources that are at hand that, you know, even though it may seem like they're unobtainable, they're just at hand's grasp. And a little bit about myself is I kind of live my life vicariously through helping others. That is one of my passions in life, is to help others. I mean, I am always, you know, looking, you know, into ways that I can help others, to, you know, whether it's a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen, or just, you know, somebody to share silence with. I think that's, you know, sometimes all a person needs is just somebody to, you know, realize that they're there, and that's all they need sometimes. I think a little bit about the things that I'd hope to do as becoming vice president is work with all of you to really kind of go through the mental health aspects of schools. I think that students could really benefit from that, you know, learning different, you know, just ways of understanding their mental health, maybe learning mindfulness practices. It's a journey, it really is, and I think so many students can benefit from that. And as well as possibly setting up a resource center within central office to either like almost like an affinity group, like you had stated earlier, Mr. Valdez, especially for LGBTQ plus students, because I feel like sometimes, I mean, I know my school has an issue with that sometimes, where like it just, people don't really see eye to eye on that topic. And I think so many students could, you know, use that. And so, but yeah, I'm really open to any ideas that people have. I really enjoy, you know, helping others, and, you know, just kind of hearing everybody's personal story, where they come from, and everybody is so uniquely in their own. And yeah, so I look forward to working with everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. Mr. Abdul Al-Bassam, Vice President. There he is, Abdul.
Yeah, sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Abdul Al-Bassam. I'm a junior at Reagan, and I would like to be this year's vice president on the SSAC. I have been working with the SSAC for a year now, and so far I have been very active in discussions on how we can improve MPS schools. I feel like I am a good fit for this position because I generally enjoy helping others. I show leadership in my school since I am part of other clubs that help students, including the Reagan Student Advisory Board. Additionally, I am a good communicator, and I can work very well with others. My goal is to improve the quality of Milwaukee high schools and help students learn in a safe environment. I hope you will vote for me to become this year's vice president of the SSAC. Thank you.
Thanks, Abdul. Ms. Gordon, Angela Gordon, President.
Yeah, can I screen share? Do I have the ability to?
Yes, you have the.
Okay, sounds great. So hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Angela Gorton and I'm a junior this year. I'm also running for the SSAC's president position. So yeah, I want to be your next president because I know the struggles students are facing during this period of virtual learning. I know we're getting kind of tired, our eyes might be burning. I know it's really not a good situation, but we have to do it to keep ourselves safe. However, I also recognize that just because we're facing new problems now does not mean that the problems we were trying to face last year disappear. I know we were advocating for mental health, and just because we're facing new issues this year does not mean that the issues of past years are just gone. So with that in mind, as president, I would want to try to find a balance between issues of the past and issues that we're facing now. Collaboration in a virtual environment is also very different, and in light of this, I would try to make it as easy as possible for SSAC members to have a positive impact within their school community. So to do this, I would create templates for students to use when emailing their principals, introducing themselves as SSAC members. I would utilize breakout rooms and develop lists of potential projects members can introduce at their schools. Last year, SSAC members did all sorts of amazing things, from making a GSA display to creating safe spaces in their schools for students. And this is really great. However, not all members had the opportunity or the resources to get a project going at their schools. And that's okay. This year, as president, I would aim to set small, obtainable goals for each meeting. These goals would help students stay on track and make sure that no member or school is left behind. I'm sure we all saw the Disney movie Lilo and Stitch, and as Lilo liked to say, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. I am no stranger to the SSAC, as I was an active member last year, and I want to further the impact we have on MPS one school at a time. Now more than ever, MPS students need someone advocating for their virtual needs, and looking at the Zoom call, that person is you. You all want to make a change to your school, to your community, and to MPS as a whole, and taking that initiative, which you are all doing today by being at this meeting, is the first step. Above all else, as president, I want each member to do something and have an impact on their school that they can be proud of, and build a sense of community among our members, even if we can't do it over SSAC's famous dinners. So I'm Angela Gorton, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Angela. Great job. Ms. Bao Zhang. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm Bao, and the role of a secretary is as important as any other role here. And being able to get down everybody's thoughts and paying attention to detail is something I really resonate with and find important, especially with this environment being virtual this year. Being able to catch those small details and being able to capture the passionate emotions that every student has will play an especially significant role for a secretary. And adding on to that, working with technology to get the minutes and students' thoughts down is something I would enjoy doing and would be more than happy to help out with. And being able to work with this diverse group of people here in this call today from different backgrounds and schools is really amazing. And I want to be able to help this group with their thoughts they want to get across, whether it's individually for their school or for the district. And I'm glad that despite the situation we're in, that we are able to connect and make a difference. And I want to be able to help with that as a secretary. Thank you.
Thanks, Bao. Appreciate it. Ms. Eliseo Ortega? Eliseo?
He's not here.
Okay. Is that how you say his name, Eliseo?
Oh, Eliseo.
Eliseo.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Miss Daisy.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. So I'm Daisy, as you can tell, but I'm currently a junior at Ronald Reagan High School, and I actually wanted to share what I've done and also some just ideas I have for SSAC. So hello and welcome to my speech. So as class president for 3 years now, student council president, Reagan Student Advisory Board member, and school engagement council member, I have both leadership experience and connections within Reagan to bring to SSAC. I'm running for vice president because I can provide resources and opportunities to other schools through the SSAC. I know many schools in MPS do not have access to as many opportunities as Reagan does, so I want to utilize my leadership positions inside of Reagan and gather resources and solutions for other schools in MPS. Now, for some examples. I'm a member of Reagan's newly established Hope Squad, and as you all heard about before, Hope Squad is a suicide prevention group where students are trained in prevention tactics and help organize mental health initiatives for Reagan. I hope to use this experience to suggest activities for MPS schools and those represented on the SSAC who are seeking cost-effective and manageable solutions to the mental health problems affecting our schools. I'm also actually helping lead a mental health initiative with our junior board right now, which involves our school psychiatrists and counselors, where we develop social media outreach programs in Reagan. Many people honestly ask why I'm in so many clubs. And to be honest, it's because I hate not having something to do. I'm extremely passionate about my school, community, and government. In fact, one day I hope to become a politician who focuses on supporting the educational systems of my community as best as possible. SSAC is an incredible resource to gain knowledge on the struggles that MPS schools are facing firsthand, while I'm also working with passionate students on how to solve these struggles. Reflecting on my involvement in SSAC last year, I've learned a great deal about communication and creative solutions. I have no doubt MPS students are struggling during digital learning, and I'm in the position as a leader of Reagan school community to bring up these problems to my school and use these resources I have to develop solutions for you all. You might still remember me from last year after presenting a very exciting presentation about mental health initiatives. Now that they're finally in action, I'm excited to bring them to the SSAC. I want to become vice president because I want to share my experiences and develop solutions as a leader. I'm a determined and passionate person, and I'd love to share my passions with you all as vice president of SSAC. Vote Daisy Kiekofer for a strong female leader who's excited and passionate to help you all and aid the MPS schools in SSAC. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Daisy. So just correction, you are running for vice president, correct?
Correct. I'm running for VP.
VP. All right. Miss Irene Jerving.
Hi everyone, I'm Irene Jerving. These are some tough acts to follow. You guys are doing so good. I also love the environment here. Everyone's being so nice and like supportive. So anyways, I'm running to be president. I'm deeply passionate about making positive change in our schools and hope to do everything that I can to accomplish this. As president and founder of Active Minds at Rufus King, which is a mental health group, a candidate for president of student government, and a member of a diverse selection of clubs, including GSA, ACLU, Film Club, and a manager of the track and cross country team, I have a wide range of communication with students at my school and experience with leadership. I like to stay organized, which would be beneficial as president. I would keep us on track, lead meetings as efficiently as possible so that we can discuss everything that we need to, and communicate between students at my school and other communities among MPS. I have been an MPS student since I was 5 and have a great experience with it. However, I know that some people are less lucky and haven't felt that way, and my goal is to make other schools better and give more MPS students the experiences that I've had. I'm very passionate about helping MPS and doing everything that I can to mold it into the best that it can be. I know that MPS has the potential to be just as great and even better than private schools that are considered to be more prestigious just as a result of having additional funding. Although we might not be able to achieve better funding, I believe that MPS schools have the potential to be better because the majority of students in the system actually want to receive an education, but just aren't as fortunate as most private school students in terms of their socioeconomic situations. Our schools are so diverse, which I believe is extremely important to the development of children and for children to grow up to be compassionate and accepting people, which we especially see right now during the BLM movement and everything going on in our world right now. And I have ambition to carry out everything in my power to fabricate our schools to be as welcoming and motivational as they can be. I believe that as president of SSAC, I could achieve this on a smaller scale and eventually work my way up. I hope to lead our meetings to be as efficient and effective as they can be. I hope to be your president and meet you all and get to know you guys better throughout this year.
That was great, Irene. Thank you. No nerves. You look great. All right. Ms. Joanna Kraus.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Johanna Krause. This is my first year in SSAC, and I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. I'm very excited for what we can accomplish for our respective high schools and together as a whole group for our district. While it's very ambitious of myself, I like to set high goals, and I will be running for president of this esteemed organization. A little bit about myself. I'm involved in lots of clubs at my school. So I'm involved in Link Crew, so we help out with the freshmen. I'm in NHS, Key Club, and as Irene said, Active Minds. Outside of school, I like to be involved in my community. I volunteer for St. Luke's, the hospital, even though right now I can't because of COVID. I volunteer at a local food pantry, and then just various other events. For work, I babysit, so I have very good leadership roles in that. My parents want me to focus on academics instead of a big corporation. So as president of SSAC, this club and its values would be my top priority. I would communicate with everyone to make sure we are all kept in the loop and can be punctual to meetings. I want to use my voice to speak out for the members of this club in each respective school to make sure that our needs are met and brought to light. Whether it's a more personal issue or something that affects a large group, I want to address it and get down to business, figuring out the best solution. I'm always available for supporting others if they need help or just a person to talk to. I love getting close to new people and hearing their stories about how they became the intelligent, lovely faces I get to see behind a screen today, and hopefully in person soon enough. I think a new face always brings up great ideas, and I have plenty to share along with the group. If you so choose to vote for me. As I've seen so far, everyone's speech is lovely and we all have great things to contribute, and I would love to work alongside my fellow candidates and everyone else to get their ideas out into our space if I'm chosen for your 2021 president. It was lovely meeting everyone, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Krause. I appreciate it. Riley Young, Vice President.
Hi everyone, I'm Riley. So learning, problem solving, communication, and leadership are some of my favorite things. As Vice President, I would be excited to collaborate with and lead everyone to bring together perspectives, voices, and ideas. Learning in MPS has a lot to do with interacting with people from all different backgrounds. I would like to celebrate this and cohesively bring together all of these differences to come up with the best, most inclusive solutions. With that, I know that I'm only one person and cannot speak for everyone or anyone else's experiences. I'll strive to create a space that allows every voice and idea to be heard, and also to represent the ideas of the entire committee and district as a whole. Having been a National Honor Society officer, being a part of a YMCA leadership training program, being a Link Crew leader, and being a leader in the classroom, I have lots of experience collaborating with peers and adults through leading. In everything I do, I'm dedicated. I will always complete tasks way before the deadline and put in the utmost effort in everything I do. Some of my top priorities for this committee are improving resources for BIPOC and LGBTQ+ students and mental health within schools. Making the SSAC and MPS even better through uplifting the voices and ideas of everyone are what is important to me. Thank you.
Thanks, Riley. Good job. Nyla Sproles. Miss Nyla?
Hi guys, my name is
Hey.
Nyla Sproles. I'm in 9th grade, so I'm a freshman this year. This is my first time being in SSAC. So I'm sorry, I get nervous.
That's all right.
Well, to be honest, I thought this was gonna be this is gonna be a too high, like being secretary. At first I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. But then I think of myself highly, so I'm like, okay, I could do this. I'm thinking change don't come overnight. We have to bring it. So in order for us to bring it, we have to work together. And having me as secretary, I will plan meetings for us to have a whole lot of great change. Knowing 2020 was not the best year so far. we had to start off online, and I know it's kind of hard. It's hard, and I wanted to, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, guys. I wanted to be in school this year. And I'm pretty sure we all wanted to be in school. But the fact that we're starting offline is pretty horrible. And then COVID, we need change. It's people who don't have good education at home, and it's people who's trying to get it themselves. It's people it's people who's they're trying to get good education, and we need to help them. In order for us to help them, we need to come together. We can't just sit there and be silent. We need to have meetings for this. We need to prepare change, and it's not going to come overnight. So that being said, if I was secretary, I would make sure we have meetings. We will have just meetings. We will try to change. We will just a good change, a good cause. We need to change it. We need to help. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyla. You did great. This council will be really good for you. There are a lot of great leaders in this group, and I'm sure you'll fit right in. Welcome. Miss Yolanda Bonds. Miss Yolanda? How about Siri? Miss Sandoval? Siri? All right. I know we lost a, oh, yeah.
Hate to interrupt, but you said you were going to mention each position that everyone was running for?
Yeah. It's also on the ballot that I'm going to send out to you in a bit. Why? What are you confused about?
Oh, no, nothing.
Okay.
I just wanted a position to tie to each of these amazingly strong speeches. And
Yeah, you guys, those are some very awesome speeches and some very heartfelt words from all of you. So I really thank you for that. I can go down the list real quick. Anya Ramos, President. Darian Whitfield, President. Gina Deloney, Secretary. Brandon Smith, Vice President. Abdul Al-Bassam, Vice President. Angela Gordon, President. Bao Zhang, Secretary. Rebecca Acosta. Did I call Rebecca?
No.
Oh, Miss Rebecca. I'm ready to hear from you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope virtual learning is going well. I know it's been a learning curve for all of us. Today, I'm here to ask that you vote for me as your president. As president of the Superintendent Student Advisory Council, I will fully commit to representing your voice on the executive board of the SSAC. This summer, I dedicated countless hours organizing in the community with Black Lives Matter, mobilizing voters, joining meetings with influential people, and advocating for MPD out of MPS. At my school, I serve on the Office of Civil Rights Committee, along with our advisory council, and am a member of Youth Empowered in the Struggle. I've helped create safe spaces within our schools as part of OCR. Working closely with our school principal through our school advisory council, communication is key because students need their voices heard. Also, I've started a club with Naya called Generation Justice X. Driven by passion, we aim to bring social justice through art mediums, showcasing social injustices. As president of the Superintendent Student Advisory Council, I want to apply these experiences and skills to the presidency. My aspirations for the SSAC are that we make our voices loud and clear to MPS, but also in our communities, because we're able to reach the various communities we are a part of, because change can start here in the SSAC. In the future, I hope to serve you guys through communication, passion, and leadership. Vote Rebecca Acosta for president. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Rebecca. I almost left you off. I'm so glad I went over this list. Thank you, Darian.